Modern revival of Adam Smith. The late 20th and early 21st centuries witnessed a great significant revival of Adam Smith's ideas, moving beyond the popular caricature of him as a simple apostle of greed and laissez faire. This modern reinterpretation, often called the Smithian revival, presents a more nuanced and institutionally aware thinker whose work remains deeply relevant. Key areas of revival: the new institutional economics. Modern economists like Nobel laureate Douglas North returned to Smith's emphasis on the importance of institutions. They argued that Smith's true lesson was that free markets require a strong institutional framework to function properly. This includes the rule of law and property rights, reaffirming Smith's view that without secure property rights and impartial courts to enforce contracts, market exchange cannot flourish. Social and moral capital, recognizing that trust, ethical norms, and social cohesion are essential preconditions for a successful market society. Information and incentives. The field of information economics, pioneered by figures like George Elkaroff and Joseph Stiglitz, explores how asymmetric information can cause market failures. This resonates with Smith's deep understanding of how incentives and knowledge problems affect markets, justifying careful regulation in areas like finance and consumer protection. Behavioral economics. Smith's work in the theory of moral sentiments, while where he explores human psychology, sympathy, and bounded rationality, is now seen as a precursor to behavioral economics. Scholars like Vernon Smith and Daniel Kahneman have connected Smith's ideas to modern findings that humans do not always act as perfectly rational, self interested agents but are influenced by social norms and cognitive biases. The role of government in a market economy. The revival has led to a more sophisticated understanding of Smith's view of the state. He is no longer seen as advocating for minimal state but for a limited but effective government that performs its core functions well. This aligns with modern perspective on state's role in providing key public goods, education infrastructure, regulating to correct for market failures, monopoly pollution, maintaining the social and institutional fabric that markets rely on. Fabric. 5. Globalization and development. Smith's arguments for free trade and the gains from specialization have been central to the case for globalization. Furthermore, his focus on institutions and the institutional prerequisites for growth has heavily influenced modern development economics, shifting the focus from mere capital accumulation to building the rules of the game. Key figures and works. Amartya Sen, his work on development and ethics frequently draws on Smith, emphasizing the role of freedoms and capabilities. Deirdre McCloskey, McCloskey argues that the bourgeois virtues celebrated by Smith were central to the rise of the modern world. Vernon Smith, experimental economist who links Smith's ideas on human exchange to laboratory findings in market behavior. In essence, the modern revival paints Adam Smith not as a dogmatic libertarian, but as a profound thinker who understood that prosperous and humane society requires both a vibrant market and a strong moral and institutional foundation. This makes his work a vital resource for addressing contemporary economic challenges.